Live! Good morning, everybody. You see some familiar faces around me. I am here in Georgia at Stephanie's Georgia retreat that she does annually, and we all decided that we were going to have a little bit of fun going live. I've got like 2 mics, so hopefully everybody can hear. So let's go around the actually room to let us see who we have here. Let's start this way.
Hi, Shannon. Oh no, mine's on too. We were all trying to make sure that we were actually going live and all our phones are going off. What was I supposed to say?
Who Shannon. Are you and what are you doing here?
I'm Shannon and I'm causing general havoc. Yeah, pretty much.
Mr. Steven.
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Steven from the Idiot Quilter, Bland Designs. And yeah, what can I say? We're having a great time here, as you can see. And this right now, we don't know how this is going to turn out because we're doing a live with a minimal amount of equipment.
Yeah.
So next.
Hi, I'm Stephanie of Quilting with Stephanie Stitches, and the reason why all these people are here.
I am Walter from the Idiot Quilter, and the idiot's behind me.
No, the idiot's over there. Stephanie's behind you.
We're having a good time here out in the retreat in Donica. So
yeah,
You guys
it's
should see the view.
yeah, it's a gorgeous view.
Yes.
Yeah, he started his very first
Walter
quilt.
is making it second quilt.
Second
Walter
quilt.
is making a quilt. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, and he insulted me. Half square triangles. Could you show me how to do half square triangles at home? And I said, sure, I can do that. And he says, no, maybe I'll wait until I meet up with Stephanie.
He's got it though. He doesn't need our help.
Yeah, he's been doing some pretty good stuff.
Yeah.
So what we're looking at outside this window that we're facing are the mountains that are here, which is quite the landscape. And you will see on probably all of our videos later what it really looks like here. It's a beautiful, beautiful location.
It is gorgeous. It reminds me back home in Massachusetts where we have the mountains up there. And like when I showed up here the other day, I was like, this feels like home. That's really what I'm saying is it feels like home up there.
Yeah.
So we have a few people that have joined us. We've got Lynn here and Jeannie. Ingrid is here. Karen B, Jacqueline, Charlotte.
Hi, everyone. Yes, we are having a wonderful time. Yes. Stephanie's been a gracious host. It's been a lot of fun. Excuse me. And I actually have completed a quilt already.
Yes.
I went from 0 clues done to all clues done for my Cotton Cuts Village Green. And it's in the lavender colorway. I put a photo yesterday on my Instagram account. Yes, I've started Instagram. And I have shared it in Stephanie's the Together We Sew Facebook page. And everybody seems to enjoy it. And I've already got ideas for quilting, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Ingrid said, yay, Walter, can't wait to see the quilt you create. Do you think you'll finish it while you're here? That's a good question.
I could. I'm getting pretty close to having put the box together,
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, that's going to be a pretty one.
And Laura is here from
Arizona. And Jennifer is saying, hello, you fine people. So obviously she's just talking to Walter.
She's from Toronto. And she's a fellow Canadian. She's from Toronto, from our neck of the woods. Yay.
And a fellow retreater. Not at this one, but she comes to the Together We Sew retreat. Yes.
Charlotte is claiming that she's missing us. We're all going to be doing lives at our normal time. They're going to be shorter lives, but we will all be live at some point during our normal time. So you won't be missing us too much.
Yeah, you may be sick of us.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll talk about on our live because we're going to be the last ones to do it. We'll have exhausted all topics. So I'll have to think of some things that'll make you embarrassed. I mean, that'll be more interesting.
We're all collecting a lot of blackmail.
Yeah.
Hey, Vera from Texas.
Oh, nice.
So do we have any questions from you people? Because if you don't have any questions for us, this is going to be very boring.
I know.
Oh, well, we talked about what Walter's doing. What is everybody else doing?
Yeah.
And Russ is finished.
What are you doing, Stephanie?
So I just finished my new quilt right before we went live. My Jacob's ladder that you guys saw me do during Vlogmas. And I'm also working on the same quilt as Walter, alternating with my Going Coastal quilt that I had been working on. So hopefully I'll get the Going Coastal top done and then get some progress on the blue quilt that Walter is working on as well. So.
And I'm working on something called Colorworks that I have had the fabric for probably over a year from Northcott, and it's been sitting in a box, and so that's what I've been working on. I've already screwed that up, but I'll talk about that on our live maybe a little bit more. And I'm going to suggest to our people here the moment that maybe on our live tomorrow, each of us bring what we're working on or a piece of what we're bringing on, and
or what
show
we
it on
finished.
that.
Oh,
Because I don't have anything to talk about by then, so I need to kill
Wow.
time.
Lost for words.
I know that's write that one down, right?
Yeah, really.
Okay.
Okay, well, to
So,
your
so
fans,
that
once
answers Jennifer's question of asking if we'll be sharing what we're working on.
And the answer is yes.
Ingrid says, awesome finishing a quilt in 2 days. Karen asked where I got my shirt from. My sister got it for me for Christmas. So she got it, I think, from somewhere from the Amazons.
Yeah.
So, Shannon, your turn.
Oh, yes. So my goal for being here was to get a lot of like businessy stuff that I am never able to get to at home. So I finished a pattern. I started another pattern. I worked on my website. It's nothing yet, but I started. I'm working on it. It's working towards perfection. But I also started Hazy Hills because a couple of folks here are working on that legit kit. So started that and had every intention of doing an applique thing, but because I know so little about applique, I didn't bring the steam-a-seam. So I had to get that at the shop that we went to yesterday. Was that just yesterday?
That was yesterday. I mean,
Holy cow.
we've
It
done
feels like
so
days ago.
much.
Wow. Yeah. Huge shop.
Ingrid asked if we've been burning the midnight oil, and yes, we have.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jacqueline asks, Walter's in my first retreat. Well, yes and no. We've been to retreats before in our area, but this is our first one with Stephanie at one of her retreats. And
And the first one out of our country.
yes, first one
Yeah.
out of the country that we've ever done. So yeah.
Jeannie said, how many people are here? We have 14 people altogether.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a giant lodge of a house, so we have plenty of room. But yeah, when I realized again we have 14 people, it's like we have that many, but it also doesn't feel like we have that many.
Right. Because you have spaces spread out. Yep.
Yeah. And if you're wondering why it seems just us here, this classroom or the work area is all downstairs. We're upstairs, and they're all down there working away on their projects and things like that. So I don't know if
That's
we'll
a
get photobombed or not.
There's some amazing projects that folks are working on down
Yeah.
there too. A lot of cool stuff is going on down there.
So
Which is why everybody should come to a retreat.
exactly, Ingrid asked if we will be sharing our hauls.
Before the show.
Oh, okay.
Cool, maybe we do that
First
on
of all, Stephen, he bought like $6,000 worth of
It wasn't 6,000. Well,
it was two of
$18,
everything. Yeah, I bought a
Stephanie's.
couple of kits and yardage, and Stephanie bought a couple.
On yours?
So
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do,
Yeah.
we'll do,
Yeah,
it
we'll
on
do that.
Stephanie's.
We'll
Have
do
to
that on
tune
my
in.
live this evening at 5 because I'm going to have my normal live time, 5 p.m. Eastern time, and we'll all share our hauls from the quilt shop. The quilt shop was great. It's a new location this year. Last year they were in a smaller building with no parking, so it's kind of hard to get everybody into the parking lot and get out without, having demolition derby. So this year they moved to a new location. The quilt shop is beautiful, well organized, lots of variety of fabric. I was really impressed at how much variety
Yeah.
she has. She's got everything from basics to Tilda to Tula to all the molded designers to, so there was so much variety. If you couldn't find something in there, you're not a quilter.
Yeah.
So, and they were so nice to open up, let us in, and like helped get everything.
Well, I think I
Anything
made
we
your day.
needed.
I think I paid Sally for most
Oh
of
my
my
gosh.
employees.
The owner's eyes
Yeah.
like had dollar signs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Bolts up and go,
Yeah.
2 yards of this, 2
Yeah.
yards of this, 2 yards of this.
And they were very gracious to open specifically for us because they're usually closed their week between this Christmas and New Year's. And they, came in. Not only did the owner come in, but she had 2 of her employees come in to help. So we were super grateful that she did that for us. So we had a great time.
Benita has a lot of questions.
Yeah, she's all over the place. This is awesome.
So she says, her first question, I believe, is, so how long do you sew each day?
Well, we kind of it varies by person, but we kind of start in the morning and go till the night, and in between there's meals and wine and
Yes.
so it's
Ice
it's-
cream.
ice cream. It's personal preference, really, but you have access to the sewing room all day, so as
And
long
there
as
was
you want
somebody
to.
sewing at 3:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Yep.
So
Yeah, so it's like 20. You can sew 24/7 if
Yeah.
you want to. And Benita also asks, "Can we see a video of your actual workroom with the other attendees?" Yes.
We
and
may
no.
do that, but I want to make sure that everybody's okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't want to put anybody on the spot or embarrass anybody. So we will talk to them and see if we can do that. And if so, it'll just be a little posted video or maybe
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
a short or something like that. Yeah.
And let's see. I think Benita had another question. Oh, Jeannie has a question. Walter, did you buy any fabric for shirts?
Yes, I did. I bought 4 different fabrics for shirts.
oh,
Some really beautiful, cool stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And Benita asks, "Were any of you starstruck when you met the real YouTubers?"
I mean, everybody's going to be starstruck to Stephanie and
Oh.
Steven. And, it was
Russ.
amazing when I met Shannon. So I was, very starstruck. Walter, he's just real life all the time. So.
The interesting thing is, though, like we do see each other off camera kind of thing, but on Zoom or something like
Yeah.
that. So here we got to actually see what everybody looks like from the waist down.
Yeah.
And we're not sharing that with you.
Well, they're surprised that it's, 30 something degrees outside and I'm in shorts.
Mhm.
And everybody's like, aren't you cold? I'm like, no.
And as far as starstruck, like Stephen and Walter and I have met in person. Shannon and I met in person. The only one person I hadn't met was Russ. So that was really cool that I finally got to
Yeah,
meet him in
it
person.
was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different when since we're all creators, we sort of understand the process and everything. And when you meet other people, it's nice to see them live as opposed to just seeing them on the screen.
And I'm secretly collecting everybody's DNA for my own personal altars of each one.
I thought you'd clone us. These videos will go on until the next century. But it is nice. But we've all been friends online, so there isn't any real surprises here
Yeah.
for us. And the other question might be: Is there any attendees that are starstruck? Well, if they are, we don't know. Not really. We're just like everybody else.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. We got 2 feet like everybody else, and we put our pants on both feet at the same time.
That's how you do it.
Yeah.
That's why I keep
Learning
falling
something
down.
new every day.
Well, and most of the attendees, with the exception of 3, I believe, were not new this year. And one of the 3 that came, I've known her in person for a while. So there's really only 2 new people to me. So all the old people are like, "Oh yeah, it's Stephanie again." So I don't think they're starstruck anymore.
There's a couple that I met before I ever started YouTube at retreats. So it really is just like, oh, it's just Shannon.
It's just seeing good
Just
friends
Shannon.
again.
Yeah, really. Walter and I and Russ are the foreigners to this one.
Yeah.
And speaking of foreigners, Jennifer says, "So hard not to buy all the things when in the States. So much choice that we don't have in Canada." That's
Stephen has been
sure.
talking about that a lot, that we have
Also
options.
was saying
That's
that
not.
too about the Bernatech. Not
Benetech.
Benetech. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. There are some places that carry it in Canada, but I find it's harder to find than if you get Moda or Northcross fabrics.
And we've had a few other people join us, Jackie and Donna, and that's Darlene Kenny Show, and Heidi. Hi, Heidi. Another
Hi, Heidi.
fellow Canadian. And I think I said hi to Lynn. Yeah. Karen, yes. Ingrid, yeah. That's interesting. Lynn says, "We Southerners almost always wear shorts in the summer."
I mean, yeah, it's like 700 degrees. I think she meant winter, but
And then Karen B has a question. She says, "Have any of the other retreaters' projects inspired you to start a new project?"
No, they're boring. No.
there's a lot
so
of gorgeous stuff.
Oh yeah.
But there's so
definitely.
much to do.
Well, Sarah's is so pretty, and Terry's fabric
Yeah.
is just
It's
incredible.
gorgeous, yes. But I think as far as us starting a new project on the fly like that, probably not, just because we've all brought things that we want to work on. We've pre-cut everything. So we didn't run out to the fabric shop and buy like fabrics because we're like, oh, that's cool. I want to make that right now.
But there's been some enabler moments.
There
Oh
has
yeah, there
been-
has been
there
a couple
has
of
been.
enabling.
Yes, definitely.
And talks of other collaborations.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Ingrid said something really, really sweet. So I'm going to read this. She said, "The amount of talent on the screen right now is pretty awesome. You're all fabulous."
Thank you,
Oh,
thank
Ingrid. That's
you.
just so
We
sweet.
love Ingrid. And no one will ever guess we paid her for that.
Well, he keeps spilling all the secrets.
I know. I'm sorry. Well, you know I do that.
Yes, you
Don't
do.
you know it? Don't tell me anything you want to keep secret because I can't. Yeah.
We've seen that.
Yeah. Okay, we've made the point now. I admitted to it. Let's move on. And P. Gilbertini.
Gilberti.
is here.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
And Patricia.
Patricia.
Priest. And I'm just seeing, and Denise. Well,
Denise
Denise is
said-
here. She's just downstairs.
She said, "We are not boring."
We
That
never.
was-
You just not. You
that
said
was
you were.
his opinion, Denise, not ours.
It was. I was being funny. Ha Yeah, I was. That's my story. I'm sticking to it. Yeah. TJ Quilting is here. Hello,
Hey,
TJ.
TJ.
Right there.
And yeah. So, any other questions you people want? Because if there aren't any, we're gonna say bye.
Yeah, we're not gonna stay out super long on any of our lives, but I'm going live tonight at 5. We're going on Shannon's regular live, her brunch at 11 tomorrow morning, and then we'll go to Stephen and Walter's live at 4. So you'll have lots of opportunities to see us. Tonight we'll show our hauls. Not sure yet we're doing on Shannon's channel unless
Yeah.
you have an idea. And then we'll show some projects on Stephen's. So stay tuned because lots of fun stuff to see.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Okay.
Jennifer's asking how was the border crossing.
No, oh, that's. a good
I think
question.
coming in probably was easier
Yeah.
than coming back out.
Maybe harder coming out.
I mean, it was a breeze for us when we thought that the guy that we picked, the lineup that we picked, he was holding back a lot of the cars ahead of us, and we were going, oh. But we got them, and they after I had to explain to him we were going to a quilt retreat, he said, "Oh, just go ahead."
Well, once he understood it was a quilt retreat, not a wilt retreat. Because
Yeah.
I thought, what's a wilt?
He
I-
says, "Okay, fine, just go."
I guess he didn't understand our Canadian accent. I don't know.
And yeah, a lot of people had long distances to come, and I'm just an hour and a half away. But for me, it was a little freaky when I got onto Georgia 400, which is a 6-lane each way highway, and the GPS said in an hour turn left, and I'm like, from the oh yeah, it turns into stoplights. And I think it was left at a actually stop sign. That's how rural it got out here. So Georgia 400 goes from 6 or 7 lanes down to a 2-lane road. That was just strange to me. But I mean, I've been up to the outlets in Dawsonville, which is just after it turns into stoplights. But this is the furthest I've been up 400.
Wow,
Okay.
Yeah.
you have a nosebleed.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's not the furthest north my car has been because the car's been all the way up to Massachusetts.
All right. Well, that looks
Okay.
like all the questions. So
Yeah. Thank you, everybody,
Yeah,
for
so
joining us.
enjoy
Rick.
yourselves. We are certainly doing
Yes, we are
Yes, we
definitely
are.
enjoying ourselves, and it's just been, like I said, fun. Any silly shenanigans going on that we can share?
oh, if we shared, we have to
Oh
tell
yeah,
you.
yeah. There's been stuff that's happened that we're like, yeah, what happens at Quilt Retreat stays at Quilt
Yeah.
Retreat.
That's the blackmail stuff I was talking about
Yeah.
earlier.
Which is why you need to come to a Quilt Retreat, because then you can see the shenanigans.
Laura has one final thing here. I hate this question. Do you have specific plans for the purchases you made, or did you buy fabric and we'll look for a pattern later? The only reason I bought the fabric I did was because it was pretty. It was very
Yeah.
pretty.
Yeah, and I bought a kit, so that's already obviously something organized. I don't have to find a pattern later. And I bought one other piece of fabric that I needed for a kit that was shorted a little bit of fabric. So mine's all got plans.
Yeah, I got a kit too, and the steam seam that I did not plan well about the applique. So yeah, it's all
I bought 2 kits and then some Tula handmade yardage, which has been missing from most shops for quite some time.
Yeah.
And I bought fabric potentially for shirts. Could be for something else. Who knows? But
Kilts.
Well, now he's got the
but,
quilting buddy.
but I bought enough fabric for at least a shirt on each of them because
Nice.
I bought 3 yards each of for fabric. So.
Nice.
And we'll show you those things tonight.
Yeah. On Stephanie's, we'll show you our haul.
Hopefully we get enough good light in here.
Hopefully, I have enough time.
There's that
I
too.
think I beat you all.
You're gonna have to sit here.
Yeah, yeah.
Wrapped up in my
Stephen will
hand.
hold it up in piles of 7.
Okay, so
So yeah, thank you everybody for joining. We're gonna get back to having some awesome quilting time downstairs and fun lunch soon.
Yes.
So hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
and
Bye.
Bye.
See you tonight.